Good day to all of you. Hope you're having a good day. I'm recording this video in a midday. The time is exactly 1:30 in the afternoon. It's your lunch break, my lunch break. So I thought this is an optimum time to discuss a few things about your and my life. Thanks a lot for joining me in this video. I'm so much happy that you have taken your time to watch my previous videos, and here you are coming back one more time to watch me talk. Well, as far as your career is concerned and the current job that you are holding up, the thing that is actually running your family right now, you got to give serious thinking about whether you are doing the right thing or not. Sometimes there's a story called as 4 prescription, where a doctor gives 4 prescriptions to an individual who is suffering because of a lot of struggles and turbulences in his life. The 4 prescriptions go like this. Prescription number 1, listen carefully. Prescription number 2, reach back to your past. Prescription number 3, redefine your motives. And prescription number 4, write the troubles in the sand. If you keenly look into these 4 prescriptions, you will understand that sometimes we will have to redefine our motives. As the 3rd prescription says, we got to redefine our motives. We need to really understand, or we need to really go for an analysis whether what we are doing is needed or not needed. So many times we feel that we are stuck in a particular environment where we are not able to make some decisions, where we are not able to move forward in some of our conditions that have locked up in a certain circumstance. The next 5 years, let's talk about the next 5 years you are going to live. We are speaking about this on November 14th, 2018. By the way, happy Children's Day for every one of you. If you are a child watching this, happy Children's Day to you. From the heart, I'm saying. November 14, 2018, we are speaking about this, and the next 5 years till November 14, 2023 or 26 or 27 for that matter, how is your life going to be in those 5 years? The crucial answer for this question is that particular future of after 5 years and 7 years are going to be determined by what you are doing right now, the books that you are reading today, the people that you are hanging around with today, the thoughts that you are holding today, the deeds and the feelings that you are exaggerating in your mind today. These are all the things that are going to determine the next 5 years. If you want an evidence for it, I want you to get into your laptop, get into your photos folder, and go back to 2013 photographs. You must have definitely snapped some photographs in 2013, 5 years back, right? So the back volume copies of those photographs are definitely going to be available in the laptop or in a DVD or in a web portal, or it is in Picasa or in your Google photo space and video space. Just go back to 2013 or 2012 photographs and see how your life was going on then, and see how your life, much indeed, go back to November 14, 2013 in the photograph folder, right? And see how did November 14, 2013 did go on 5 years back. How is November 14, 2018, 5 years later, now how is it going on? Ironical fact is that today is going on because of the thoughts and because of the habitual actions that you had been having on November 14, 2013, 5 years back. Likewise, November 2023, November 2024 are going to be exact proportionate to what you are thinking and what you are doing today. You understand it, you don't understand it, you like it, you don't like it, this is the fact. Specifically the 3 things: the books that you read, the people that you are hanging around with, the plans and strategies that you are holding up. Maybe your life is very dramatic today. Maybe your life is very irritating today. You are not very much happy with the way the life is going on right now. But it doesn't mean that your actions have to be very much towards the hatred too. It doesn't mean that the steps and efforts that you are taking should also be mixed up with lots of hatred. You can very much go dwell into a wonderful book. You can very much go dwell into a fantastic video that contains very good positive message. You can very well read a documentary. You can very well read a case study that contains abundant failures and how did they overcome the failures. You can feed your mind with all that now, so that the next year and the year next to next, the year next to next to next automatically unfold with the proper prosperity that you are expecting. Is this not a very profound kind of message that you are getting today? I always be very careful. Whenever I don't have programs, I be at home. Seriously, I don't go out anywhere. I just be at home. When I have programs, I will be hardly having time to gaze at the phone because it will be a full day program. I will be spending a lot of time with those students. But if I don't have any programs, I will prefer being at home. Because if I be at home, I can at least read some 20 to 30 pages of a particular book that I have bought 2 weeks back. If I'm at home, I can watch some of the documentary films that I have downloaded 3 weeks back. If I'm at home, I can definitely refer back the journals. Just like I told you right now, I can refer back my past. What was I doing in 2016 November? What was I doing in 2017 November? And how have I improvised this year in this November? I would have always done that. I need time for that. And while doing this process, while doing this particular task, I'll be very happy. I'll be having a very merry heart when I'm doing this. That gives me a lot of energy. That purifies my oxygen. That purifies the brain neurons. And that day itself will be very relishing for me. This is the way of living life. But what we are doing is completely other way around. A Zen master once brought a pot to the classroom. And there were about 20 to 25 students in the class, disciples in the class. And he gave the empty pot in front of all the 25 students and he asked, "What is inside?" Many people said nothing. Absolutely nothing into the pot. It's an empty pot. One guy stood and he took his stance to answer the question, and he said, "May I come and answer? May I come near the pot and answer?" he asked. The Zen master said, "Okay, come." He went near the pot and he looked into the pot. He gazed into the pot and he said, "Sir, the pot is full." Unlike the other people said, "The pot is full." And the master asked, How do you say it's full?" He said, "It's filled with air." Fantastic, your answer is right. And I give you another challenge. I want you to get the air out of the pot. And I want you to make the pot filled with something else or make it empty back again. Can you take the air out? He asked. He said, "That's also possible for me." He said, "Go ahead, do it." Then the boy took a very big jug of water and poured it into the pot. He said, "Now the air has been taken out and the water is into the pot. Now the pot is filled with water." The master said the answer is right, and he appreciated, lauded the boy, and he gave a message. Your mind is like that pot. It's quite empty. And when the mind is completely empty, it will make you feel empty also. When the mind is completely empty, it will make you feel the adversity. It will try to capitalize with the adverse feelings. It will make you feel very, very sad and lonely. So just like this boy put water into the mind, you got to put a lot of affirmations into the mind. You got to put a lot of good deeds and good thoughts and successful affirmations, and successful incantations and good quality pictures of your positive visuals of the future, everything have to be put into the mind. Instead of keeping the mind empty, you got to fill the mind with all this prosperity, all this good thoughts. I wish I could give this message to the corporate people who are chasing the dreams with a lot of speed. Specifically when I get into Coimbatore Tidal Park, and there are almost about 65 to 100 companies in that particular structure, and we have so many small companies operating on a very fast basis. And I would like to catch hold of some youngsters who are working in that enterprise, and I would like to ask one simple question: where are you going? Whom and what are you chasing? Somebody else's dream, somebody else's target, somebody else's level of deadline. These boys and girls are chasing, and they are trying to match it. Is it good? If you ask them, they say, I don't like what I'm doing, but still for the matter of survival, I'll have to do this. The person says. It's empty pot. And the same set of people, when they meet me outside the premises, they say they have got a lot of goals. This is not my passion. I've got something else as my passion. I ask them, why don't you go towards your passion? They said that I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't know the resources. I don't know if it will work for me. I don't know the client will be believing in me. Well, if you'd like to become an entrepreneur, you have to take such risks. And you have to talk to yourself, and you need to get out of those limiting beliefs. Again, I would like to talk about Dr. Bruce Lipton, the American biologist. He speaks about the biology of belief. I am conducting a research on it. Soon I will be making a video on what Dr. Bruce Lipton has said about biology of belief, courtesy to him. That's a secondary video. I extract the concept from him, and I will speak about that in the video. Coming back, one of the highlights that Bruce Lipton has brought to the world is the belief system. I mean, we after the graduation, I have to be in a particular environment. I have to earn certain amount of money. I have to be in this particular place during weekdays. I have to be in this particular place during weekends. And only then people will understand that I'm occupied. So these kinds of framework, these youngsters have set this framework, and they basically believe that if they are not into this framework, they will be considered unsuccessful. So Dr. Bruce Lipton says there is a fault, the big fault, and the fault is in that particular framework that you are fixing for yourself. And that framework has to be changed, he says. We spoke about emptying the pot and fulfilling the pot, right? So fulfilling the pot is a different framework. It's a different belief system. It doesn't mean that you are alone. I mean, even if you're an unemployed person, you have all the scope for feeding your mind. Feed your mind with success. Feed your mind with data. Feed your mind with knowledge. Feed your mind with lot of resources that are abundantly available. Technology is really helping you out. You obviously have almost about 2 to 3 GB data every single day in your phone, and you are blessed to have such technology. Everything is in your palm. You can navigate, and you can search for information, and you can really gather your information. You can always prove yourself that you are a better person than what you were yesterday, thanks to the technology, thanks to the connectivity, thanks to the network mechanism system that are available these days. So you have this energy swiveling over into your brain that you are committing a mistake. Instead of structuring your life, you are destructuring the life that has been structured so far. You just jeopardize everything. So I want you to have a good look at the vicious cycle that you are going on. The books that you read, the videos that you watch, the songs that you listen, the movies that you watch, the people that you are along with, everything has to be worked up. Then, only then, you can create a better future. And if you want a future that is very much unlikely to what you are living right now, an improvised fashion, you have to take control of all this. And let me finish the video by giving that list. Number 1, the books that you are going to read. Number 2, the thoughts and feelings that you are going to encourage. Number 3, the videos that you are going to watch. Number 4, the people whom you are spending time with. Number 5, the efforts that you are taking towards a particular project, and how do you believe in yourself, and what is the scale of belief that you had when you were trying to finish that work. Take control of all these parameters. Your future will change. And you need not go for a rat race. You can create a future of your own taste and preference. The preferable future is always going to unfold before you. Think about that. I'll be meeting you soon with another topic called as the biology of belief system. Thank you so much for your time.